Check out Jay Calderon on Boxing Talk.
What's up, y'all? It's Jay Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment, and we're about to get into this week's boxing talk. Over the past weekend, one of the best fighters pound for pound in the boxing world, Vasly Lomachenko, returned back into the boxing ring to take on former undefeated world champion Nicholas Axeman Walters. This was a fight that was much anticipated by boxing fans, but it did not live up to the hype because Lomachenko was so brilliant in this fight. He dominated the Axeman from the beginning of this fight with pure boxing brilliance and excellent skills. Lomachenko was able to use that hand speed and precision accuracy to land his punches at will, and like I had previously said before, the 1 year long layoff would affect Walters in this fight, and his timing was totally off. This guy could not land any punches against a superior skilled fighter in Lomachenko. Lomachenko showed a lot of movement in this fight, and he fought on the inside with some quick counter punches, letting off that left hand, landing perfectly time and time again. This guy Walters was just a punching bag. He was taking a beating, and he was starting to get punished by the 7th round. And at the end of the round, the referee had asked Walters if he wanted to continue, and he said no.
You don't want to continue? No. Okay.
He pulled a Roberto Duran no mas a day after the 36-year anniversary of Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard's second fight when he quit in that fight. It sends shockwaves throughout the boxing world because in this sport, quitting is not an option. Fans want to see boxers go out on their shield. Now, I know for health reasons, you don't want to see a fighter get badly hurt, but this guy was just getting schooled and embarrassed in that ring, and he felt like he did not want to go on. He could have faced a knockout if he would have continued, just like Rocky Martinez. And I did previously state that in one of my videos, that if Lomachenko, who was looking so good in this fight, was able to stop Walters in dramatic fashion, it would have been a much more better performance for Lomachenko. But we take nothing away from Lomachenko's performance. This guy looked tremendous against a guy that was considered one of the top fighters in the division against Nicholas Walters. Walters, where does he go from here? This guy is still a very good fighter with a few fights under his belt just to shake off the ring rust and be able to get back into activity. I believe that he will be in contention for another world title shot. He's still a deadly puncher in the division, and he could face one of the other champions out there and pull out a victory. I wouldn't give out hope on Nicholas Walters. Remember, Victor Ortiz was also labeled a quitter when he quit against Marcos Maidana, and he went on to get bigger and better fights down the road. Now for Vasily Lomachenko, what's next in store for him? Bob Arum would like to put a rematch between him and Orlando Salido. This was his second pro fight where he lost to Salido in a championship fight. But I believe now Lomachenko is more seasoned and more adjusted to the pro rankings, and he will be ready for a guy named Orlando Salido in a rematch. This will be an excellent rematch because of the storyline. Salido is a bigger man, a stronger man, but at 130 pounds, we see Lomachenko much stronger now, much more adjusted now, and this guy has the skills to beat a pressure fighter like Orlando Salido. This was going to be a great matchup, hopefully, that takes place in 2017. Let's see if Top Rank could put that fight together. But right now, anybody from the 126-pound featherweight division to the 135-pound lightweight division, I do not see beating this man, Lomachenko. He is a special type of fighter, and he is a fighter that I believe that could dominate any of the lightweights or the featherweights that are out there right now. I think possibly the only lightweight that could probably give him trouble is Robert Easter Jr. because of his height and his reach. Could probably present difficulties for Lomachenko, but the skill level is unmatched with any of these fighters that are in the lightweight division, junior lightweight division of 130 pounds, or even the featherweight division. These guys just can't deal with the skills that this man presents in the ring. He could be possibly the best fighter in the world, but he has only 8 fights. And guys like Andre Ward and Chocolito Gonzalez do deserve the credit and the respect to being number 1 or number 2 in the rankings right now as pound for pound the best fighter in the world. Even Terrence Crawford hovers around number 4 in the rankings, and Manny Pacquiao is still one of the guys that are out there. Bob Arum has thrown out Manny Pacquiao's name and also Terrence Crawford's name as a future opponent for Lomachenko, but let's be honest, these guys are too big. They're fighting at 140 pounds and 147 pounds, and they are too big for a guy like Lomachenko. We saw when he fought Orlando Salido that a bigger man gives him problems and could be a difficult fight for him, even with his skill set. But he could face the bigger guys at lightweight, and I believe that's his limit. I think 135 pounds should be his limit for him, and guys like Pacquiao and Crawford are just out of his reach. Now, a fight that the fight fans would love to see and everyone is calling for is the fight between the superior boxer, which is Guillermo Rigondeaux. Guillermo Rigondeaux is a 122-pound king of his division, and he will have to move up for a catch weight, possibly in the range of 127 pounds, 128 pounds would be perfect for these guys to face each other, because both are outstanding amateur Olympic 2-time gold medalists and now multi-world champions that have won titles in their respective weight classes. And this is a matchup that these guys had never faced each other in the amateur ranks, but in the pro ranks, this is an even matchup between boxing skills. This is a dream matchup. This is like seeing Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker at his best when he was at the lightweight division versus Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather when he was in the junior lightweight division at 130 pounds. This is that type of dream matchup that we never got to see, and it will be perfect to see these two guys right now at this stage face each other. Now, a guy like Guillermo Rigondeaux is a much older fighter, and time is ticking out for him. This fight has to happen in 2017 in order to be interesting, because these guys need to fight before it's too late. And Vasily Lomachenko, I would give him the edge because of youth, and I believe that he is a little bit the bigger fighter. But you can't count out a guy like Guillermo Rigondeaux because his talent is exceptional. This guy is a very rare talent, just like Lomachenko, but he has the punching power, the hand speed, and the boxing skills with tremendous defense to be elusive in that fight, to give Lomachenko all that he can handle. I would love to see this fight between two pure boxers. A lot of people will say that will be a very boring fight. Of course, Bob Arum does not want to make that fight. He does not represent Guillermo Rigondeaux anymore. And right now, HBO doesn't want anything to do with a guy like Guillermo Rigondeaux. So it's going to be very hard because of the politics of boxing for this fight to happen. It may never happen. But the boxing fans have to demand this fight to take place, and a guy like Lomachenko has to be the one to push Bob Arum to make this fight official, or we'll just may never see this classic dream matchup that the fans truly want to see. But that's my final analysis. I would like to thank everyone for tuning in to my boxing channel here on YouTube, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. Please subscribe to the channel. Put your email information in so you can get all my video updates. Also, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at J. Calderon Boxing. Please join that Facebook boxing group page, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. I'm J. Calderon. Thanks for your support. Keep watching and please subscribe.